What's going on, everybody? In today's lesson, we're going to talk about one of the most useful things to add into your guitar journey, your practice routine, everything, right? We can take a little snippet of this musical theory and really get a lot of mileage out of it and practice it different ways. And that is called a chord scale. You've probably heard it before. Maybe you've heard other people talk about it before. Maybe you've heard me talk about it on this channel. But I love the chord scale because you can get so much out of it, right? You can practice strumming your chords. You can practice picking out your chords. You can practice, horizontal movement through power chords. You can do cool arpeggio patterns, which is what we're going to do today. When I first started playing guitar, the only thing I wanted to do was play Metallica. Every one of their songs is essentially in E minor. And when I made that connection of what a chord scale is, and then to the Metallica songs, like I applied it to the Metallica songs, it just clicked because everything they do is in E minor, and you can see why they did it. And then in anything outside of that, you can learn about that and why and what's going on there, right? For example, everybody's familiar with Nothing Else Matters, right? Maybe you are, but there's that one part of the song where it goes, right? That repeats, and then you have, that is right down the E minor chord scale. So we're going to put this in the key of D major. So what is a chord scale? What is the chord scale? Take away the alphabet, the letters per se, and essentially you have 7 chords. It's always the same order. It's major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, major. Okay, that's the entire chord scale, and it's whatever key you put it in, whether it's E minor like Metallica or G major like D major like we're gonna do today. That doesn't change. A fun arpeggio practice that we can get into is take this C-shaped arpeggio and move it through, right? And this is good for alternate picking as well as, rake picking or sweep picking. And this could be applied on 5 strings, or it can be simpler on the first 2 strings. All right, so we'll take a look at both. So we're basically going up that scale, and we have 2 chord shapes. We have major, right? That would be 5, 4, 2, 1, little major triad, and then 2, 3, 2, or this little D triad that you're probably all familiar with as a D chord, right? But if we can view it just as these 3 notes and then those 3 notes, that's the whole arpeggio. And like I said, you can alternate pick through all of that, or you can practice, sweep picking or rake picking across the strings. Right? Different technique, different sounds. And then if we move that up a whole step to the next one, we don't want major. We want a minor chord now, so we have to lower a couple of notes, right? So the ring finger note has to come down. So instead of 7, 6, it's now 7, 5. 7, 5, 4. And then instead of this shape, the little D shape, that high note has to come down 1. 4, 5, 3, right? So that would be 7, 5, 4, 5, 3. And I would definitely do this with the fingering over here. That will add to the fluidity, I guess you could say, right? That's how you play the minor shape. So it's only those 2 shapes up the entire chord scale, right? So it's major on 5, minor on 7, minor on 9, major on 10, major on 12, minor on 14, and then we have this diminished chord on 16. So this one's a new shape. Okay, 16, 14, 12. Tough one. 14, 12, 13, 15. And that resolves right back to there. Really fun to practice, and like I said, you can take that concept and apply it to so many different other techniques that are probably in your practice routine. All right, so down in the description below you can find the tabs. We put out some chord progressions, some arpeggios, all that kind of stuff that you can check out, and as always, let me know what you come up with. So until then, I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.